This is Coinbase on the 5-minute time frame. Here are your price targets for Tuesday. We ended the day at $205.27, down 2.08%. To the north side from where we are takes us back to the middle of the trend and the baseline, and one level of resistance and potential take profit area at 206.83. Above that, at another level of resistance, takes us to roughly 214.70, to 18.67. I don't think we'll get to this level, but if we wick up to this level, you can anticipate a pullback as people take their profits and they run. They will lock in and they will leave. And definitely do not hold your breath for a price to get to this level on Tuesday, perhaps a different day, but I don't think so on Tuesday, and that would be 222.50. This is an old middle of the trend line that now has turned into resistance. And as far as this line goes, we could hit it, go past it, and then this will be an area for us to chop sideways because that is resistance. And then if we go past it and we fall back down, this line will also turn into support. But right now we are in an upward channel on the 5-minute time frame. Now to the south side, 199.13, this is a stop loss area, a potential buy-in area as well. 195.08 and 191.09. Looking left, you can see the clear bounce at support, clear sell-off at resistance. This got close enough. This gap, we gapped up, which means, oh, this is an opportunity to go short if you like to do that. Let me turn on the magnet. So we went up, and that will eventually fill to the south side, taking us down to roughly 190.56. It starts at 196.20. This would be a pullback area, and we also have this one to watch out for. This is not in the channel, not in the zone, not even close. This one obviously is closer. If we fall back, we could wick down to this area, but this definitely, I don't think we'll close out on Tuesday. This is going to take a little bit of time. What else is going on? It's been a minute since I have looked at this ticker, and there's a gap that will take us to 217.78, and that definitely, well, that could close out on Tuesday if we continue to go up. So watch out for that to the upside. And this gap I have not cleaned up. That needs to be addressed. That is no longer in play to the north side. That closed out on roughly Monday the 3rd, opened up on roughly the 25th. So delete. It's been, yeah, like I said, a long time since Trader Murat and I have talked about this ticker. And we have a gap to the north side right here at 297.70. Wouldn't that be lovely to return to these levels? Excuse me. The 52-week high, 349.75. While I'm here, so that I don't forget it, let's just mark it out. So we went south. Oh, my allergies are still bothering me. Wait a minute. Let's give that another try. Gosh darn it. So we gap down, so this will fill to the north side. All right, not in the channel, not in the zone, not even close. And then this gap that I pointed out on Wednesday, January the 15th, also touched right there on the 20th of February. So congrats if you played it to the short side, knowing that there would be a reversal, and there is always a reversal. Just how deep, we don't know, but you can anticipate that. That is a given. Pullbacks are a given. All right, that took us up to roughly 258.38, so that is all nice and dandy. Let's take this on the daily really quickly. So we are right here at 205. So one range to the north side takes us back to the middle of the trend at 231.30. 35. Remember, you're going to get different buy and sell signals depending upon where you look at this and what time frame. That would take us back to 143.52. And you know what? We've got gaps, landmines to the south side, explosions here. If you're not careful, it could blow up your account, but we're not there just yet. Obviously, turn on your VWAP, Bollinger Bands, draw your trend lines, look at your patterns, all kinds of things that you can look at, but I don't really do it that much. I have my set ways of looking at things and I'm done. That's all the technical analysis you're going to get. RSI turning down. All right, so beware of that on the daily. On the weekly, turning down. And on the monthly, turning up. So that's good. Yeah, it's been a long time since I looked at this. Now, the next one I want to look at very quickly is Pltr. I've got to talk about 2 gap closures so I can clean up and tidy up my chart. All right, we ended the day at 114.65, up 1.66%. And the 52-week high is 125.41. I'll show you that in just a moment, but we are right here to the north side. Here we go, back to an area we've been before, 116.82, 118.10. This is an old middle of the trend line that I marked out, and then we fell from there, 119.83, but that's to be expected because we were at resistance. And this is support, a bounce. Note the bounce. We didn't bounce that much, but notice the sell-off here. Clear sell-off and then grinding along the middle of the trend. Price has to go through the middle of the trend to get to the south side or to get to the upside. So if you buy down here, 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 this could be a sell zone for you as well. Depends on how conservatively you like to play it. This gap takes us down to 94.30, not in the channel, not in the zone, not even close. Clear bounce here, bounce or sell-off here, bounce here. As I mentioned, grinding along. All right, there was this gap that I talked about back on, that one was February the 21st, and that took us to 101.06, and I forgot to clean this up. That closed out on April the 23rd, so congrats. You played it long, 101.06. Right? I guess the last time I talked about this in a video was at $8.40, and that was on the 15th. Oh, tax day. Well, let's see how much from here to here is a 16% gain. Not too shabby, even more if you bought it down here. If you bought it down there, that would have, let's just take it to this point. That would have been a 28%. I love Pltr. Okay, then there's this gap that I want to talk about that closed out, opened up on the 20th of February, and that took us out to the upside at resistance right on cue, right there to 109.79-ish. And there is, okay, those are the 2 that I wanted to talk about. Oh, that is it. I'm done with the gaps. I am in uncharted territory as far as the gaps go. There's nothing to pull me in one direction. Well, in the direction of going up, there are gaps, I believe, let me show you this. Yeah, to the south side that are still in play, but not to the upside. So 125.41 is this wick up here, 42, 41. And that was a price target that I marked out. So now your price target, we've already hit 93.63. Okay, but that's saying to the downside. We are at what now? 114. So to this level and then to 40 bucks. Good luck to you. Thinking it's going to go down there. I don't think so. Don't hold your breath. But the high is now 160. Okay, that's very exciting, but you know what? It's going to be a struggle to get there. This thing has whipped us around recently, but it's been an awesome ride, this ticker. I've had it for a very long time. Okay, and watch out for this one. Watch out for Colgate. I'll do a video on that soon, but you know, we're still hovering near the 52-week low. Can we go lower? Absolutely. So I will do a video on that down the road. But back in 2023, February 23 of 2023 is what I'm trying to say, We were at 73.66, so that was a nice uptick to 90 bucks. All right, that does it for me. That is a look at Coinbase and Palantir on the 5-minute time frame. Have a great trading day. And don't forget to check out my target short video that I also uploaded.